Hey guys, so this is going to be my predictions for UFC 129, which is GSP versus Jake Shields. I've got to say first off, this for me is probably the most exciting UFC of the year that's been currently announced. Maybe we'll have St. Pierre against Anderson Silva later on in the year if he wins the fight, but right now I'm looking forward to this UFC more than any of the up and coming ones, and I think it's going to be one of the best UFCs that they've put on in a long time. The three main fights I'm going to look at are the Randy Couture versus Lyoto Machida fight, the Jose Aldo against Mark Hominick fight, and the GSP versus Jake Shields fight. First of all, I think those three fights on their own could have easily been main event fights at any other competition, and that's why I think this UFC is really going to be great. You've got Randy Couture, a huge fan favorite, against Lyoto Machida, who was so dominant for such a long time. You've got the new featherweight championship being defended, and obviously you've got GSP, who's always a huge draw. So, looking at the card, we'll start first with the lower fight on the card, which is Randy Couture versus Machida. Randy obviously 19-10, Machida 16-2. Yep, 16-2. Randy much older, wiser, veteran. Machida, he was really dominant as a champion, but fallen a bit of hard times recently. The loss to Rampage could have gone either way. He almost had Rampage locked up with submission at the end, and the loss to Shogun, which was pretty decisive. So Machida's in a bad spot at the minute, which is going to make him pretty hungry. Machida for this fight, I think he needs to use his speed, his elusiveness, get in, get out, pop at Randy, punch him, kick him, just do whatever. Maybe take it to the ground, mix it up a bit, but I think his best bet's standing and just getting in and out, use his speed to his advantage. But I think, styles make fights, and this is a good fight because Randy Couture has the obvious, tactic, dirty boxing, getting the clinch, drive Machida up against the cage, put his weight on him, just really work Machida over. And maybe a bit controversial, I am kind of biased here because I just want Randy to win. I'm a big Randy fan, and though I do like Machida, and these are two of my favourite fighters, I may be letting my, impartiality get in the way here. No, impartiality? My bias, anyway, get in the way here. But I think Randy will win it. If the Randy Couture shows up where he can drive Leo up against the cage, he can impose his will on the fight, he can dirty box Machida, then hopefully he can take it away. I honestly think Machida's a tough opponent, even though he had the loss to Rampage, which wasn't that impressive. But I think Randy can pull this one off. So I'm going to give it to decision Randy. Maybe I think he'll take all 3 rounds if he can drive him up against the cage. I don't think he'll stop Machida, but you never know. So the next fight, Jose Aldo versus Mark Hominick. Obviously, the first defense for the featherweight championship. Jose Aldo 17-1, Mark Hominick 19-8. I know I personally don't have all that much experience with these fighters. Not really seen a lot of them, and I know a lot of people won't have that much experience. It's not really Strikeforce or UFC fighters, but I've been doing a lot of looking about them, and Jose Aldo is just a destroyer. Just brutal leg kicks. He's good Muay Thai. He's got good jiu-jitsu, and I think he'll take the fight. He seems like a powerful kicker. He can, work the legs, maybe change levels, get takedowns, work ground and pound. And you're up against Mark Hominick, who is a Muay Thai fighter, a kickboxer, and I don't think he has as good ground game as Jose Aldo. And I think Aldo really has the dominance in the stand-up game as well. So I'm thinking this is going to be a bit of a whitewash for Jose. Decision, I think it will be TKO 3rd round, Jose Aldo. I think, he can work the legs and then he can just change up, go for some high kicks, maybe throw a couple of punches, rock him, take him to the floor, and finish with some ground and pound. But we'll see. Last fight, probably. I don't know. Some people are really excited for this fight with the GSP Jake Shields. Some people not so. Shields has got a bit of a following of people saying he's laying and praying all the time. GSP not finishing fights recently, so this could either be a great fight for GSP, show his ability to finish, or it could be a snooze fest. I'm hoping, GSP is going to come out, is going to start swinging, and he's going to use his boxing like he did with George Koscheck, and just use that jab, and then hopefully throw in a couple of combinations and they'll win it. We've got GSP at 20-2, and Jake Shields at 25-4-1. Jake Shields obviously a good wrestler. He really has a tendency to just take it to the floor, ground and pound, grind up decisions. He has some good submissions though as well, and he's been Strikeforce champion, which a lot of people bad-mouthing Strikeforce, but still a good competition. I see this fight though going GSP's way. I think he's just too strong, too powerful, and he'll be able to keep it standing. But if it just go to the floor, I think he will be able to get on top, and Shields isn't going to submit him, and he may even be able to submit Shields off from his back. So we'll see. I'm going to give this one though decision GSP. I don't want to see it go the full 5 rounds. I'd like to see GSP knock out or finish Shields with a sub, but my gut's telling me to go for the decision, so we'll leave it at that. Tell me what you guys think, please, in the comment section. I'd love to, have conversations with my audience, see what you guys think, and just learn more, get like a community going. So, just comment below. If you like the video, rate it up. If you didn't, rate it down. Don't mind, whatever you want to do. And just keep messaging me, telling me more what you want to see, and we'll try and put the content out there. So, see you around, guys.